like, it's like, how many is it? 40 salons across the country, 2,200 stylists working. And what they do is they do one thing really, really well. They don't cut, they don't color. They give the ultimate blowout. And they do it so well that they do over 100,000 blowouts every year. It's not just because the stylists are so talented, although they are. It's also that they're using the right tools. And in every single Drybar salon, the stylists are using the Buttercup. Now you can too. It's a great value. What you're looking, oh, here's Drybar actually. And I'm gonna show you the value. But basically, I don't care how much you work on your hair. If you're using the wrong tools, you're never gonna get that smooth look that you want. So you are getting your Buttercup dryer, which on its own is $195. Plus you're getting your 2.5-inch self-grip rollers and your 2 1.5-inch rollers. You're getting the half-pint brush. Don't discount the brush, it's amazing. And then you're also getting the Sheriff hairspray. All together, if you were gonna order these separately, it's a $264 total that we're doing for so much less, 5 easy payments of $36.30. So let's talk about doing some hair, how you do it well. I'm gonna go over and say hi to Carrie Kemper. So great to see you.
How are you?
Good, so I feel like you guys really do one thing and you do it extraordinarily well. That's the blowout. And it's the one thing that so many women have, myself included, have such a hard time achieving on our own. Because we're using the wrong tools a lot of
time.
times.
And you're using the wrong tools.
Yeah.
So that's why we've put together this kit that we have for you today. It's all of the tools that we use in our with our 2,200 stylists across the country in our 40 shops to create that perfect professional blowout in the comfort of your own home.
You know, you are never going to get the same results with the blow dryer that you bought down at the drugstore. And the other thing too is, do you ever notice how those blow dryers overheat? You end up buying them. It's a couple times a year. They start to like not work so well. Invest in the right tools, whether you are baking bread or blowing out your hair, painting a car, I don't know, the right tools always make the difference, and this is the right tool. So what does make it so different?
Well, Buttercup is powered by nanoionic technology. So we put our nanoionic technology in 3 places in our dryer. The heat shield, we melt it down into the plastic of the nozzles, which you get 2 in the kit. And most importantly, we compact it into these little tiny white nano beads, which are supercharged conductors of negative ions. The negative ions are really what's going to dry your hair in half the time. It's going to create tons and tons of shine, and it's going to give you a really smooth blow dry.
So you're actually saving us time as well as making our hair look great.
Exactly.
Why do you think we all have such a hard time with blowouts? I mean, obviously, we're probably using the wrong tools, but we can fix that right here tonight. But what is it about, I mean, can you give us any tips for getting the perfect blowout?
Absolutely. So making sure that you're using the right tools. We have the half-pint brush that's included in the kit.
That's right, because it's not just the blow dryer that you might be using the wrong tool. You need the right brush.
Well, and the brush has the nanoionic technology as well.
Oh.
So not only is it in this yellow coating on the barrel, but it's melted down in the plastic of the bristles. So when you use the tools together, you're actually getting more negative ions than you would if you just use the dryer alone.
And again, what do the negative ions do?
The negative
ions,
ions
I think I slept through that science class.
They are going to close your hair cuticle really tight, which creates intense shine.
Okay.
It cuts the dry time in half, and it makes a really smooth blowout. So if we can look right here at Jennifer, and if you look at her before picture,
negative ions.
She has a ton of hair, and it can be really heavy. So what happens is it looks really flat on the top, like you see in her before, and it gets frizzier at the bottom. So when you blow dry the hair, and I promise, the only 2 tools we used were the Buttercup and the half pint. This is the end result.
So wait, this is really important because what we're seeing here really is what you're saying.
Exactly.
You didn't use a curling iron or any other hot tool. You were able to achieve this kind of bouncy, beautiful look just with the Buttercup and the right brush and the hairspray, I guess.
And what is a common misconception amongst our clients, and even me before I started working for Drybar and Allie showed me the ways of the blow dry world, is if you blow dry your hair straight with a paddle brush and then try to put a curl into it, that curl is going to fall because your hair wants to be straight. So when we dry their hair, we dry it with a brush to create the curls in the hair. And that way, these curls are gonna last all day.
Wow, it looks great. So it is a retail value of $285. And I think I I had it $264 before. So actually it's $285. So either way, it's a great value because instead of spending $285, you're getting this home for 5 easy payments of $36.30. If you're still skeptical and you're still saying, well, you know, I'm just gonna use my other hair dryer until it breaks on me because, you know, it works okay. I would say rethink that because what's the one thing as women we complain about most? Our hair. What do we spend so much time in the morning doing? Trying to fix our hair. You can save so much time and be so much happier if you're just using the right tools and investing in the right tools. If you get this home and you don't see a difference, get your money back. But I'm gonna tell you, if you were down at the big box store the last time you picked up a hair dryer, you're gonna be so happy with these results.
It's gonna save you time and it's gonna save your hair. Those really inexpensive hair dryers that we can pick up for $29, $39, $49.
But they can singe your hair, right?
You're gonna dry and fry your hair. And the perfect amount of power and heat, which is what we have in Buttercup, coupled with that technology, is what's gonna give you a great looking blowout at home.
I love that you're gonna dry and fry. I think we've all dried and fried our hair at some point.
So if we look here, thank you so much, Lisa. Lisa's before, you can tell she has thick hair and it has a lot of texture, but she just can't get that lift. And what we've done here is use the half pint brush. And I'm actually gonna show you guys, I'm gonna turn her to the side. And I'm gonna take a section of her hair and show you that when we're using this brush, when I heat it up, the size of this brush is perfect to create the lift, and it's actually going to work like a hot roller. So as I'm blow drying her hair in this section and I'm using this shape, it's going to leave that lift and the curl so that she gets the volume right where she wants it.
Wow, you know, it's interesting because when Drybar first started, I think a lot of people, maybe myself included, thought, wait, why would you go to a salon that doesn't even cut or color your hair and it's just gonna give you a blowout? Like, why? And then you started hearing about the women who said things like, I can't go to the gym today, I just got a blowout.
Yeah.
I'll see you at Zumba in 4 days. Like, you know, nobody wanted to work out if they got the right blowout. And then we started saying, okay, now we get the professional blowout. The next evolution of that is, why don't you just get the right tools at home? So if you spend a lot of money on your skincare, you love your new handbag, you love your new shoes, none of it really matters if you hate your hair, right? You're spending all day fidgeting with it, trying to fix
than a pair of shoes.
Well, that's true. So really put your money in the things that really matter. And for me, I think it's like having good hair effortlessly.
Well, it makes you feel good about yourself. When you have good hair, you're confident and you can feel good no matter what you're doing. Going to the grocery store, going to a meeting, you're gonna feel better about yourself. And when you have great hair, that's what happens.
Don't you find a lot of women who say that they can never style their hair, probably just using a tool that even if they were a pro stylist, they could never get the right result?
Yeah. So many of our clients say that to us, and they come and they see us at the Drybar, and they know that these are the tools that our 2,200 stylists are using. This is the exact blow dryer that we do 100,000 blowouts a month using. These are the exact brushes.
Okay,
so if you get these at home, this is what's gonna happen.
So take a look at Michelle. I think in Unstyled she looks super cute. Like, I love her hair like that, but you know, we like versatility. We like to be able to do different styles. She got that style just with the Buttercup, right?
And the half pint brush,
So you didn't use a straightening iron, a flat iron, or anything on hers?
Not at all.
Wow.
Which is so important.
That's
and if you
good
look
stuff.
at her hair looks fantastic before. It is great. And sometimes she wants this smooth, sleek style. So we're able to deliver that with just 2 tools, which is much better than blow drying your hair, putting all that heat on it, and then having to go back in with a straightener. And a lot of times, if you're not using the right tools, the right blow dryer or the right straightener, it's going to be extra heat. So you're getting more of that drying, hot, frying texture.
So what you're saying is making a lot of sense. As far as the dryer itself, I'm noticing we have a couple speeds here. Just take me through kind of the basics of the dryer.
So one great thing, and I think that this is really important, and this is one of the differences between the Buttercup blow dryer and another dryer that you would get in the market, maybe your corner store. We have 2 different speed settings and 3 different heat settings. So you can customize it for your hair. If I have really, really fine hair that dries really quick, I don't need to use high heat and I don't need to use a ton of
That's
power.
when you get into the dry and fry territory.
Exactly. I can set it down a little bit softer so that it's going to still give me that great look, which is actually something that we would have done for Jamie's hair because she has such fine hair. We don't have to blast it with power. We don't have to blast it with heat. We also have a locking cool shot, which this is really important when we're creating the styles that have the curl. When we cool down the hair around the brush, it's actually going to lock that style in so it stays like this curl.
Wow. Okay, I feel like I just had the hair master class
Good, I'm glad.
I'm going to be able to style my own hair. All right, so here it is. What you're looking at is a huge value. It's a $285 value. We are doing it for so much less. You're getting it home for 5 easy payments of just $36.30.